For 30 years, Chris Farley captivated audiences with his infectious energy, larger-than-life personality, and unforgettable comedic talent, yet behind the laughter and accolades lay a double life that remained hidden from fans and colleagues alike. Because while he became a household name through his work on Saturday Night Live, blockbuster films, and iconic sketches, the man who elicited joy and laughter carried private struggles that few ever glimpsed, challenges that shape his existence. As profoundly as his public success did, and throughout his career, the contrast between Farley's exuberant on-stage persona and the complexities of his private life grew increasingly pronounced, as he navigated addiction, self-doubt, and personal insecurities in a world that celebrated his outward confidence while remaining unaware of the pain he faced behind closed doors. And over the decades, this hidden reality created a tension that affected his relationships, choices, and health, as he strived to maintain the illusion of unshakable energy and enthusiasm even when grappling with emotional and physical challenges that could not be ignored. Because living a double life of this magnitude requires immense resilience, careful management, and a capacity for compartmentalization that few could sustain for long periods. And Farley's ability to do so allowed him to continue entertaining millions while simultaneously fighting private battles, demonstrating both strength and vulnerability in ways that were largely invisible to the public. And while his talent brought him fame, financial security, and professional opportunity, it also brought pressures, expectations, and scrutiny that intensified the weight of his hidden struggles, forcing him to constantly balance personal needs with career demands, and to reconcile the exhilaration of public success with the isolation of private pain, which, over time, contributed to cycles of behavior that were both destructive and indicative of the human need for escape, affirmation, and connection, because the coping mechanisms he employed, though ultimately tragic, were rooted in the universal desire to manage stress, emotional turmoil, and the dissonance between appearance and reality. And as colleagues and friends later recounted, the glimpses they occasionally caught of Farley's private self hinted at a depth and complexity that contrasted sharply with the carefree, fearless persona audiences adored, revealing moments of reflection, vulnerability, and struggle that underscored the profound challenges of maintaining a dual existence over decades. And it is in understanding this duality that the full measure of his life becomes apparent, because Chris Farley's story is not solely one of comedy and success, but also one of resilience, human frailty, and the complex interplay between public image and private reality. And while his untimely passing shocked and saddened millions, it also brought to light the hidden dimensions of a life that, until then, had been carefully curated, compartmentalized, and, in many ways, misunderstood, offering insight into the cost of fame, the pressures of performance, and the emotional burdens that even the brightest stars may carry silently. And by reflecting on the duality of Farley's existence, we gain a deeper appreciation not only for his extraordinary comedic genius but also for his humanity, courage, and the struggle to navigate personal demons while bringing joy to others, reminding the world that behind every public figure lies a private story, one filled with triumphs, struggles, and complexities that may never be fully visible, yet are essential to understanding the totality of their life, legacy, and the enduring impact they leave on those who love them, laughed with them, and were inspired by the authentic yet hidden person behind the laughter.